If you like Fox body coupes, especially if they have over 800 real wheel horsepower and a freaking blower and a Vortec and all the goodies, then you're going to enjoy today's video. Hello and welcome to Gearhead 704. I'm Matt, and guys, we are still at Foxtoberfest doing another little car review video, and this is one I wanted to do for a long time. You probably know this car if you've been on Instagram or Facebook. It's internet famous. We're gonna try to get the story. It's been done before, but we're gonna do it the Gearhead way today. We are talking about this 92 Bimini Blue, Bimini. We're gonna find out what the owner prefers. I think Bimini's the way to go, but we'll find out here in a second. And also, you guys weren't supposed to see that yet. Through the power of YouTube editing, I'm gonna close the hood and bring the owner in on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, through the power of YouTube. Mario, welcome to the channel, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm glad they saw a little sneak peek of that, but I want to show it to them later. It's funny, I actually met you because of doing YouTube. Yep. Yeah, I think the first time we met was Bleed Ford Blue Fest, Ken's, right? He had it a couple years ago, Chicago.
Yeah, back in Chicago, you came drove through.
Yeah, and that was fun. I saw this, and of course, a lot of attention. It gets a lot of attention, Mario. Do you know that?
The car does.
Yes.
It does get attention.
Yeah, actually, you even wear a Ken's shirt. Little Media, check it out.
Me and Ken have been friends for a long time.
This is not your first Fox body. And I was loving the story you're telling me about. So before we get into this one, guys, by the way, original paint mainly, which is amazing. But anyway, before we get into it, your first Fox body was actually your mom's?
Yeah, so mom had this 87 GT, and you know, it was just one of those cars that you were just intrigued by it. Like, was
it a 5-speed?
Yep, 5-speed and everything, you know, and it just, I blame it on her for where I'm at today.
Yeah. Look at what you did, Mom, if you're watching. Look at what you did to him. Actually, the funniest thing you're telling me is you kind of snuck the car out a little bit.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to say that on YouTube?
It's fine.
Okay.
I taught myself how to drive the car. And,
manual.
You know, manual 5-speed, and came home from school one day and just, I'm like, finally grew some, you know what, and I'm like, let's take it out for a spin, and got busted with that, and it
led you to here. So do not take Mom's Fox body without her knowledge, but if you do, you might end up where Mario ended up. You've owned it for about 15 years. How did you get to this part? What did you start with first?
Yeah, so it started off with the 87 GT. That car got stolen throughout the years. I ended up buying a 96 GT, then to an 03. But this car, I bought it from a good friend of mine, my best friend's brother. And I chased the car for 5 years. And
one of those.
Yeah, chased it, and finally he gave in and gave me a price, and I'm like, let's make it work.
So why the Fox? Why go back to the Fox?
Watching all the 5.0 magazines and Mustang magazines, and it grew on me. It was just, I wanted one for a long time, and this was, everyone has their color, what they want, or what they want to choose. Yeah. And this is the color that really caught my eye. And I had to have it.
It is the best factory blue, I think, that's out there. You know, I have a blue car. So for me, my blue that I wanted was a little lighter than this. But if not, I would have gone with a Bimini, or is that what you say, Bimini or Bimini?
I say Bimini Blue.
Yeah.
Bimini.
Yeah, you've heard both though, right?
Both, yeah. And I say, sometimes I slip and I say both, but either way.
Yeah.
Bimini Blue.
All right, well, I can't believe that the paint is mainly original. What I'm gonna do real quick is give you guys a walk around, a little cinematic, and we'll meet you right back here. Obviously, you've had it all cleaned up. It looks great, but what is not original paint at this point?
Right now, the hood has been repainted, the bumper, front bumper, I believe.
You can't really tell. They blended it so well, man.
Yeah, it's pretty much almost when I got it. It has rock chips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The doors haven't been repainted, neither the moldings. Quarter windows are still original.
No way. They've not been refurbished.
They have not been.
Wow, look at those quarters.
and pretty much every window still has the VIN number etched into the glass.
Look at that. I don't know if that's going to show up, guys, but yeah, you can still see the VIN number. I can see it here. Yeah, right there. Wow.
So the windshield's been replaced, but all the other windows are still original, and they have not been out of the car yet.
Is it original 5.0 car?
Yes.
Okay.
Original black interior as well.
Actually, you see, I saw a little bit in that cinematic, but let's take another look.
The panels are original.
Okay.
But this was added on because of the sagging.
Gosh, they're gorgeous there. And then you can't change the seats, Corbeaus?
Corbeau seats with their seat harnesses.
Beautiful. You got the carbon fiber going.
Carbon fiber, yes.
And do you have a little roll cage in here?
A roll bar, yeah.
Okay, a little roll bar. Yeah, not a full cage. It's back seats. That's not original, is it?
They are the original seats.
Oh, you just had them covered?
They've been recovered with the Corbeau leather.
Okay, it looks great. It actually smells good too. It's too bad smells don't translate on YouTube because it actually smells good. We're gonna get to the engine in a second. I know that's what it's excited about. Let's talk a little about the exterior parts. I see you've got, you know, a spoiler back here.
The spoiler's from Jason from Maker's Garage. Since he pretty much started out back in 2015, 2016, I met him at Mustang Week, and
wow, so you've known him for a long time then.
Yeah, so
okay.
He pretty much talked about his product, and I've always liked carbon fiber, and as you can tell, I have all his products. We're gonna point out on the front, I just got his wheels, the 93 Cobra replica wheels, you know, and I love them on my car. I think they're great. Jason makes good product. Yes, he does.
Yeah. Let's actually point out you've actually got, these are his as well, right? Well, these are the pinch weld covers. Yeah. Okay, awesome. And then also you have his front splitter?
Correct.
Okay. So those are all the Maker's parts. He sells all those in addition to the wheels. Is there any other? Those are the only ones on this car, right?
Yes.
Just those parts?
Yeah.
All right, now what are we looking at as far as wheels? Because everyone's always going to ask me, especially with a setup like this, what wheels are these?
So these are BC Forged wheels. The front ones are 18 by 8, and then the rears are 18 by 12.
18 by 12, I was going to say, because this is, guys, this is a lot of meat back here. Like, Mario, you must have a little bit of, look how wide that is. You got to be tubbed a little bit, I would think.
Yeah, it's mini tub.
Is it mini tub?
Yeah.
That is 12 inch? Like, that's no joke.
335 Toyos on there.
I was gonna say how wide. Okay, 335.
And then it has aerospace brakes all the way around their street kit.
Full disc conversion. Do you remember what the rotor sizes are?
I believe like 11 3/4 in the rear.
Okay, probably like a 13 or 14 in the front.
No, not that much bigger. I think it was like 12 1/4.
Okay. As far as suspension wise, what did you do to the car?
So suspension is full UPR K member, control arms.
Tubular K member.
Yeah, tubular K member. Also the rear upper and lower control arms are from UPR.
Okay.
UPR anti-roll bar. And then the coilovers are from Viking.
Viking coilovers, okay. And you got coilovers all the way around, right? Yeah.
Correct.
You'll notice, guys, no fuel tank here, so that's been shaved. But before we open this up, I always love this, man. Is that wifey paid?
Wifey paid. Yeah.
Did she pay? Did she really pay?
No.
No.
I got a very supportive wife.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for that.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. She's she's always helping your projects. Because this thing's made a lot of transformations. You said you owned it, I don't know if we said yet, 15 years, right?
15 years. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember even, I'm pretty sure when you were doing the tub, how long ago did that happen? A couple years?
The mini tubs I did last year.
Okay. I knew it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, so it's been a year already. So we finished it up the day before Ford takeover.
Okay.
Yeah, so that it was a
Oh, you know what? I just remembered that's actually where I met you. I thought it was Ford Blue Fest, Ford takeover.
Yeah, but you were there.
Yeah, I was at both.
But
yeah.
we didn't really talk.
No, we didn't. We didn't. All right. Well, can we open up the trunk?
Yeah.
That's awesome when the wife supports our hobby, by the way. I love that.
Absolutely.
So that
makes life a lot easier.
It does, doesn't it?
A lot easier.
Oh, okay. You got carbon fiber around in here too?
So the vehicle had already a fuel cell in it when I bought it. Spare tire area was cut out, so I upgraded the fuel cell to this one. And when we did the Detroit Speed Mini Tubs, it was kind of like a last minute decision to do the carbon fiber, the real carbon fiber trunk.
Yeah. I love it.
So
what do you think about it? Like,
oh yeah, it's amazing. It really sets it off. It's something different. And I made all my own new panels, even in the ones behind the seat, so you don't see the back of the seat.
Okay, yeah, we'll check that out in a second. Yeah, I want to say this too. Haven't you done the bulk of the work on this car?
For the most part, yes.
Yeah. I always see you in your garage at home, basically.
I try to do as much as I can.
You usually have an off season too, where you do something new. Like it feels like every year.
I try to.
Is this the battery?
This is a anti-gravity battery. Weighs like almost 5 pounds. So,
that's the whole car battery?
Yeah.
Wow, I've never heard of that. Anti-gravity. What does that mean? Is it float or what?
So it's a
sorry.
It's a lithium battery.
Okay.
So
wow.
Which is lithium batteries are lighter, they're smaller.
Yeah.
But it also puts out 970 co-cranking amps.
Wow. So and it still runs 12 volts in the whole thing?
No issue.
Wow, I've never seen anything. Like, when did you put this in? This got to be more recent
So
too.
when I did the mini tubs, this is when I did the battery, because I was trying to hide, I wanted to hide the battery fully.
Okay.
As much as I do with the engine bay, but I couldn't find one at the time small enough. And this is the smallest I was able to find that will keep the car running and, you know, keep it at the proper voltage.
Okay. All right, well, let's slide this down real quick because I want to point out this logo. So what's is that A&J Performance?
AJ Performance, they're out of Sycamore, Illinois.
Yeah, what's the deal with them? You said they're out of Illinois. That's where you're from, by the way, Illinois area.
Yeah.
They're Chicago area. But.
Yep. There's where I did the mini tubs at. You know, most shops don't let you do the work.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of the grunt work and I learned a lot.
They let you do it in the shop.
Yeah. But obviously, Bob, their fab guy.
Yeah.
Amazing guy. He did all the fab work and everything, notched the frame, did the mini tubs. But I've been working there for a little over a year. So, and I've learned a lot.
Okay.
So,
okay. Well, that's awesome. So you actually work for them then now?
Yes.
Okay. So if you guys want to see some of the work and the process he did, I'll throw his Instagram up here on the screen. You've probably seen it already, but check that out. See kind of the history. But yeah, great interior. Is it on the cluster? It's not original, right?
No, that's the Holly Pro Dash, the 12.3 screen with the 3D car chains bezel. It's carbon fiber bezel as well.
Oh, it is? Okay, I missed that.
Like a honeycomb.
Oh, I see that. It's in the corner right here, guys. I don't know. Yeah, it is like honeycomb. Okay.
Yeah. Very nice product he makes.
Awesome. And by the way, guys, this is Mario's very first Foxtoberfest, right?
Yeah.
You never attended before. So what do you think so far, seeing just Fox bodies everywhere?
It's been a good time.
Yeah.
A lot of unique cars, a lot of parts that you really don't see on other cars and stuff. So it's nice.
I think I've held them off long enough, Mario.
Yep.
Let's get under the hood. Boom, boom, there it is. Now, this has got to be one of the cleanest engine bays I've ever seen. I mean, you probably get a lot of comments on that, right?
Yeah, I've always liked the smoothed out bay and the wire tucks. That's been one of my biggest things, and try to hide everything, but at the same time, hiding everything, you don't want it to look like a mess.
No.
So this past winter, I rewired the whole car, fully rewired from front to back correctly. So there's no issues with the vehicle, especially running Holly HP system, you know, for the...
Yeah, so that's what it runs on, full Holly system?
Yeah.
Computer, Holly computer and stuff?
Yep.
Now, when you first got it, you said it already was supercharged, but it was a different blower, right?
Yeah, so I had a stock block with some aluminum heads on it and had an S-trim on it for a couple years until I wanted it up to boost and blew it up.
That wasn't enough for you?
No, it wasn't enough for me.
Back then, I actually don't want to ask you, you're talking about wire tuck. Did you have it, like, was it a regular engine bay? It wasn't shaved yet, right?
It was not shaved.
Did you wire tuck and everything?
Everything.
Okay.
Everything's wire tucked, loomed, done correctly. No, there's no mess underneath there. So I wanted it to look just as clean as everything underneath the hood that you see. So you got to have both, best of both worlds.
So you actually blew that motor up. That was what, a 302 or?
Yeah, just a stock 302.
Okay. Is that when this thing went in, or how do we end up?
So the car sat for a little while. My wife was like, "What's the point of having the car if it's just gonna sit?" Right. So then that's when I'm like, well, since you're kind of giving me to go ahead and...
when they say that, you got to do something, right?
Yeah, so what's the point of buying a car if it's just going to sit after you blow it up? So I saved up some money for a year, and I bought a Dart Sportsman block. And over the years, I've gone, you know, changed a few things. And so Dart Sportsman block, 347, Victor Jr. heads, they're 210 cc's. Wow. And then it's got the Vortec intake on it. That are very
Which is very, I hardly ever see those. In fact, yours is the only Fox body I've ever seen with it on.
Okay.
And I see a lot of Foxes. There's another one. I haven't seen that before. That's pretty cool. And it said 210 cc's. These are long
210 cc heads, long tube BBK long tube headers. I mounted the coils for the smart coils on the K member.
Yeah, look at that. And you said this is a UPR tubular K member, right?
Yeah, UPR tubular K member with the Maven performance brackets.
No AC, right?
No AC. That's how I bought the car. Had no AC, no heat, no nothing. So I kind of stuck with that theme, or just went with it. Because at that time, I'm like, I don't need no stinking heat.
I mean, look at this even back here too. I've seen some shaved engine bays up here, but the firewall, there's no holes in the firewall, man.
Yeah, so that was...
Did you do all this work yourself?
That I did not do.
Okay.
The firewall and the smoothed out, I did not do. Okay. But everything, I was putting it together, wiring it.
You pulled the motor out, you pulled the motor? Yeah.
Anything I can wrench on and do myself, I did myself.
What cam does it have in it?
Just a cam, shelf cam from, it's a comp cam, but it's just, I called them up and told them what I was building. Yeah. And then they gave me what they suggested for.
Okay.
And it's a pretty rowdy cam.
Is it?
Yeah.
We're gonna start up and hear it in a second. And then you got rid of the old blower setup.
Yeah, so I had the S trim, upgraded that because it wasn't enough for what I needed. Brian over at Vortec set me up with a V7 YSI-B with the billet impeller. So
yeah, look at that, guys. That's this part right here, isn't it? The impeller? Oh, okay.
Right here, but the impellers are all inside.
Oh, they are? Okay. Well, you can't see them
so
then.
This brace, it's just a crank brace. It helps with flex, you know, from when you're getting on it. It helps with not throwing the belt or anything.
Could you put a different size pulley on it, or you kind of maxed out? Yeah, you could.
Take it off.
Because I imagine with a Dart 347, it can take a lot.
Yeah, so the pulley right now, it's a 2.95 pulley.
Okay.
So it's set up for 21 PSI. I made 855 on a dyno at 19 pounds of boost.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Is that what you run it at normally too? 19 pounds? Is that on 93?
No, it's on, runs on E85.
It runs E85, okay.
E85.
But you can turn it up more, but I mean, like...
It's enough.
Yeah, it's plenty of handful, right?
The car's pretty light, 2850 without me in it.
Oh, wow, okay.
So...
Sub 2900, that's very light. Well, especially the mini tub, I guess. And...
Yep, we did cut a lot of it out. So.
Okay. What are you running exhaust-wise on this, besides the BBK headers?
So the BBK headers, but it's an all-aluminum exhaust. It's a 3-inch exhaust. Harm mufflers. So I bought everything from him, and Bob at the shop welded everything up, and V-bands on the mufflers and everything. But for now, we use turndowns until we figure out tailpipes to go around the gas tank or the fuel cell, because now it's lower than what it was before.
Okay.
So now with the coilovers being moved inward, I need to figure tailpipes out.
Okay. And are you, for a mid pipe, is it crossover at all, or is it?
Yeah, it's pretty much like an H pipe. It's all welded. It's pretty much almost one piece, except for the V-bands. You can remove the mufflers.
It's a very custom exhaust. Now, I'm a little ignorant, so what do the V-bands do? What is that?
So the V-bands, they just make a tighter fit for it, easier to remove.
Okay.
You know, so better than clamps or welding it. So, you know, if we have to separate it, you just...
No big deal, huh?
Unbolt it,
but it's
take
solid.
the clamp off, and it's solid. It doesn't move.
You usually go to Mustang Week every year, too. And
Mustang.
you drive it around down there like crazy.
All the time.
Yeah,
I drive it around at home as much as I can. It's not, it doesn't just sit in the garage.
It's not a trailer queen. Yeah, he drives it, which you would think with this...
Well, on the way here, I trailer it, but...
Yeah, that's fine. Well, I think at this point, maybe should we fire up a little bit? Guys, we just got interrupted because it was so funny. Someone stopped by and they were interested in buying your car. Your car gets a lot of attention, Mario.
Yeah.
He's like, you want to sell it?
It's random, the guy just...
He did say it was his favorite.
Yeah, he did, yeah. But it was just...
It was really random. Yeah, it was a bit.
Just like, do you want to sell it?
Yeah, that's not the first time that's happened either.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah.
The car means a little bit more to me than, you know, getting some cash. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Blood, sweat, and tears in this. You built it. Yep. So guys, I think we covered all the bases. Mario loves Fox bodies, and he especially loves this one. Would you ever build another one?
I don't think I have it in me to build another one at this level.
Yeah. So, but your kids are 8 or so?
I got 8-year-old twins.
So when they get a little older, maybe you might have to help them with a little project. If they get into it.
Yeah.
Which not all kids are. I've got 4 at home myself, and only one of the 4 is really into the Foxes.
Yeah.
So you never know.
My wife won't let me sell it. She's like, if
that's smart.
My son wants to get into it, then so be it. We'll work it out.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool. I love it. Well, let's hear it start up, a little chop, and then maybe once it warms up, give it a little rev. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right. Sure. Fire it up. Where's the exhaust actually come out? Is it right here?
Yeah, so it's dumped off right behind you, right before the axle.
Okay. Does that ever get old?
No.
No.
My neighbor hates it.
Your neighbor, his neighbor hates it, I understand. All right guys, there you go. Got the full tour, the full story behind the car, and it's an amazing, amazing machine. Mario, anything that we left out?
Nah, man.
No.
You pretty hit all the points.
We try. I'm sure.
You got it all, man.
The main thing we might have left out is a ride along, which I'm pretty sure Brother Tom, he did a video in your car, right?
Brother Tom, yes.
Way back.
Did.
And did he do a ride along? I bet he did. All right. So he's a friend of mine too. He's in your same area, Chicago area.
Yeah, me and Tom actually grew up together. So.
Oh, did you? Okay. Yeah, you really launched his channel in a way. He was the first like major I think you're his second or third video he ever did. So if you guys want to see that video, I will leave a link down to that below as well. And other than that, I'm just glad you're here, man.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for sharing it with the channel.
For a while, and I'm glad we did.
Yeah, we did. Well, thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed it.
Appreciate it.
And I hope you guys did as well. If you did, please hit the like button. If you're stopping here for the first time, please subscribe. We'll see you here next time on Gearhead 704. If you like coupes, fox bodies, if you like bloopers, listen to me. I just messed up because I don't know what I was going to say. See? Don't worry about it, Mario, because I messed up too, man. I just messed up right there. All right, let's try that again. But yeah, we are talking about this Bimini Blue. I forgot to ask what year is it. Okay. Of course, that's a 1 year only color. It's original Bimini Blue, right? It's 92 only. Man, come on, Gearhead, get with it. All right.
Drive it around.
It's pretty nice looking. What do you guys think?
I think that's one of my favorites.
Right? See, there you go.
Thank you.
George?
Yes, sir.
It is.
What's your name?
My name, Mario.
Susan. So you on,
He's on Instagram.
well,
No.
I see you on James Corey's page.